Hello, Kids 4. I was looking forward to this moment. Now we are in our first online class and I hope you enjoy. We are going to keep going with our projects. This is where we live and we are going to start talking again about the different kinds of home. So let's start. This is the first kind of home, that is the house. I know that many of you lives in houses, right? So we have a lot of different types. We have houses with 2 bathrooms, houses with 3 bedrooms, or houses with 1 bathroom, houses with 2 living rooms, houses with dining room, houses with pool, houses with no pool. We also have the apartment. In the house, we have only one family living, but in the apartment, a lot of families can live together. Each family in one apartment. So did you see these windows? Each window has one family. Also, in the apartment, when you get in, you can have a doorman. The doorman, he helps you to get in, to open the door for you, to receive your things that you ordered online, and all the other things. The doorman, he's there for your safety. We also have in the apartment a barbecue area where everybody shares, all the families. We can also remember you that it's not every apartment that has these areas. Also, we have the elevator. In all the apartments, we have the stairs, but only in a few apartments we have the elevator, because the elevator helps us to get through our right floor. So if I live in floor number 5, there is a lot of stairs, so I rather use the elevator. Now, probably my favorite part of all the different kinds of home, we have the castle. The castle is the home where we have the princesses, the kings, the queens. They also can live in palaces. The palaces are just like in the same way as the castle. They are as big as the castles. They are so pretty. But do you know that the castles are not only from the Disney movies? We also had real ones in the world. This, for example, is from the King Louis of France. The castles are known because they are so big and everything is very expensive, made of gold. We have like gold doors. We have castles with more than 10 bedrooms. Castles with a whole garden area. That's why the princesses and very powerful people lives in there. Next kind of home is the cave. The cave was a kind of home of long ago. In the caves, there were no electricity. A fount of light was the fire. So when it was very cold, they didn't have heat. So they used to start fires. So that's how they survived, inside caves. Because in that time, they didn't know about building houses or apartments or something huge. So the cave was their home. Igloo. Okay, we are used to say that the penguins live in the igloo, but that's not right. Real people living there, real families, but only in countries that are very cold. The igloo are actually a fount of heat for them. The igloos are a kind of home. So, we know that it's not possible to have an igloo here in Brazil, in our country. Why? Because here we have a different kind of weather. It's not that cold. We don't have snow in here. So, the igloos are only in countries that are very cold. There's here a picture of a family that used to live in there. Next home is the hut. The hut is where most of the Indians used to live. They are made of straw, as you can see in the pictures, and they are completely made by the Indians. They live in there. As you can see in the other picture, they sleep in hammocks. That's a hammock. So they don't have bed like we have. They don't have electricity and they also don't have internet because in some villages they are completely in the forest. They are completely isolated in the forest with their village, with their families, and that's how they live. And now we have Vestige house. Vestige house are houses made by wood for people that lives like this in these conditions near the rivers, and when they have the low tide the houses look like this, but when they have a high tide they look just like this, just as if there were nothing under them. Look, the people that live near these tilt houses, they are called ribeirinhos. Everything that they do, they use the boat. When we that live in houses and apartments, when we have to go somewhere, we always go by car. But they, no, they use the boat. Boats just like this. They are kind of parked in the river. That is where they live. When the tide is very high, it's very dangerous. So that's why they do this tilt here. It looks pretty much like this. They need to have something there. So that's why they are very tall houses, just as is shown in this picture. And the last one is the tree house. The tree house is mostly used to play for kids. So they usually have a house, and next to the house in the garden, the parents build the tree house just for fun or just to play. But we know that we have also people that lives in tree houses, so it's a kind of home. So I really hope you enjoyed this class today, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.